Hey guys, hello, welcome. I am so excited to be sharing with you today something that I absolutely love, first of all, which is team building. And I'm going to share with you guys some really easy ways that you can create your very first recruiting funnel, no matter what company you're with, doesn't matter. Okay. So I'd love to just share my screen with you guys. We're going to go ahead and get started. And so let me just bring it up a little bit bigger so you can see it. So today we're going to be talking about creating your first recruiting funnel. Okay. And so for those of you that don't know me, my name is Susan and I have been in direct sales for 30 years. And guys, I have fallen in love with this thing called the internet and all things automations and systems. And so I am here to help you make more money in less time and also to just get more done in less time. And so why don't you raise your hand if you feel like you're somebody that maybe um, gets tired of possibly chasing people all the time, maybe even sharing your business opportunity, and you just feel like, either they're excited or they come on board and then then it's like all of a sudden you lose them, you don't know where they went. And you're like, I just want to find some quality people and I want for them to be coming to me, right? Rather than me having to chase them all over the place all of the time. And so that is what I have found when you use something like a recruiting funnel, it really helps you to find those people that you're looking for and to help you find the quality leads that you're looking for. Okay. Because these are going to be people that are going to be attracted to your professionalism, the way that you, are showing up online. And you're also just going to be finding your target audience, right? And so if you've not heard this term before, one of the most important things that you can do, especially as a direct seller or network marketer, is understand your niche and who your target audience is and how to speak their language. Okay. And so first of all, what I want to talk to you about is super important. So this is what we're going to be talking about today. So when it comes to like recruiting, this is the second for a lot of people in the network marketing, direct sales world. This is the second way that you get paid, right? It's your second paycheck. We're going to talk about why team building is important and what kind of tools do you need. Okay. I'm sorry, my dog is like choking here. So yeah, the second paycheck. So guys, I want you to get excited. We are going to start building a team, and who can get excited about that? I don't know about you, but when you build a team, you are duplicating yourself. And so why team building is important. First thing, it opens up additional streams of income. So guys, this is where you really build that real passive residual income with your business. So as you're adding people to your team, especially if you're new, it's like I always ask people, would you rather make 100% of your own effort or potentially even maybe 1% of 100 people on your team, right? And so it does duplicate your time. So I want you to imagine, it's almost like you've got, if you have just you couldn't possibly be everywhere all at the same time. But if you have 50 or 100 people on your team, you can all be somewhere, at some place, some time, whether it's online, in person, doesn't matter, but it duplicates your time because you duplicate yourself. All right. And so you're also adding that additional stream of income. The other thing that's important is, you got to think about this. Someone is, could be praying for you to come along. So don't prejudge. And, just think about if someone hadn't offered you the opportunity. But the question is, where do we find them? Right. So we're going to talk about that. The other thing is you don't want to leave money on the table that your company's offering you. A lot of times this is where really, again, those bigger rewards come in, whether your company offers incentives like cars or trips, or just even more percentage rates where you can reach higher brackets. This is a place where you can really, really, oh my goodness, grow that month end bonus. Okay. It also creates depth, which means in turn, it's going to create security in your business. So not only do you want to build wide in your business, but you also want to build deep. Okay. So I think it's important to understand why team building first and why it's important. 4 reasons to use a recruiting funnel. Number 1, I'm all about saving you time. So again, it's going to save you time because it's going to help you, number 2, to find those quality leads, even while you're sleeping. And can you get excited about a system in place that's actually finding those recruits for you? I mean, hello. It's going to help you to grow your team quickly, and it's very easy to duplicate. So whether you're using this for just yourself, or maybe you're using this for your entire team, I've done it both ways and I've had success with it both ways. Okay. All right. So when, where, and how to use your recruiting funnel. Okay. So you want to be very intentional with this. Okay. So it's not like you just throw this out there and all of a sudden now people are just finding the funnel. You want to promote during your lives and your stories, your reels and your posts. And what do I mean by that? So maybe you have just earned something pretty amazing, or you're super excited about something that's happening in your company. One of the things that I find to be the most effective way to promote your company is through your experiences, the things that you've achieved. But I don't always necessarily talk about the company that I'm a part of. I usually will just talk about what's been going on, what's been happening, how excited I am. If I'm launching, if something new is launching, I'll do an on launching in the Facebook Live or a real quick story or a reel. And then what I would do is I'd be very intentional during my live where I might say something like, hey, by the way, maybe you're looking for something to do yourself and you'd like some more information about what it is that I do. And if that's you, just drop more info in the comments. Or if you're using something like ManyChat, you can set that up where it will actually auto respond for you. So for example, I might say, it could be either a word phrase or it could be a number, like for example, comment, 1162 for more information. And then they would drop those comments. And what happens is that funnel starts because ManyChat it's like an AI tool that will auto send them into Messenger a message from you. Okay. So that could be where your funnel begins, or it could just be something, like I said, maybe you put, hey, comment more details for more information or whatever it is. Okay. Lots of ways that I use my funnel, recruiting funnel. Another way that I use it is through your emails. And so, for example, let's just say that I have, doing a live launch, or I'm doing a tutorial online, or I've done a story or a reel, and maybe I've caught somebody's attention because of something that I'm offering. So, for example, I'm in health and wellness, and I might say, hey, grab your free guide today to find out the 5 benefits of whatever it is that I might be promoting. So something like, 1 superfruit, 7 amazing benefits that every woman needs to know between the ages of over 40 or something. Let's just say that was my target audience. That was my niche. And they want to grab that thing. So they want to grab that free guide to find out what is the superfruit and what are the 7 amazing benefits. I'm over 40. I need to know, right? So I've piqued their attention. So now they want to grab that free thing. They, in essence, get a free guide from me. And then what happens is now I'm going to turn that email into a superpower funnel. Okay. So once they grab the free guide, I'm going to have a system set up that's going to send them an email. And inside that email, they're going to get their free thing. And then it's also going to send them to my website. It's going to say, hey, and by the way, if you'd like to grab, or see the products that I'm choosing to use that are helping me with these 7 benefits, click here. And it takes them to my website to learn more information about that product. And then just below that, now we already know that we're in front of our target audience. We know that we're in front of somebody that wants what we have, and maybe they're also looking for an opportunity to make more money, or this is a passion of theirs. So then I will also say, and hey, by the way, if you'd like more information about what I'm doing, maybe you need to make some, extra holiday cash or whatever, click here for more info. Then that's going to take them into my recruiting funnel, which is going to take them to a video from my company, or it could be a video that maybe you've made or that your upline has made, but just something that's super powerful. That's going to give them a little snippet into what's going on in your company. And it might just be something that's like maybe 5, no more than 10 minutes. It's got to be somewhat shorter, guys, because you're going to lose them. You want to grab their attention. And then, so I use that, my emails as a powerful way to leverage my funnel. And then I also attach a survey. So once they've filled out or watched that video, is attached to a digital survey. So the video is embedded. I'm going to show you how I do this, guys. It's embedded in that email. Once they click on the link, they're going to watch the video, and that survey form is right below the video. So now, after they've watched the video, it asks them for their feedback that they're going to be entered into in a monthly giveaway that I do. And I just would love their, basically what were their thoughts about it, right? And so based on that survey that they send back to me, because I get an auto response right in my email letting you know, Sally Smith just watched your video and filled out your survey form. And so now I know whether she's really a hot lead or she just kind of like somebody like, nah, never in a million years. So now I'm not wasting valuable time talking with somebody that's not interested in what I have, right? And so using this simple method, I was able to actually bring in about 12 new team members personally within just like literally a 4-week period of time, maybe even 15. Using the simple system. And I did not prospect a single one of those people. They all came to me. Okay. So I want you to get excited about that. You can also use your Linktree, whether it's Linktree or a Milkshake account, whatever, there's a lot of them out there, guys. There's Stan Store. I mean, there's so many. As well as your social media bio. Okay. So that's going to give them more information to where your funnel could start. Okay. You can also use a digital business card. If you don't know what those are, you can find them all over. I use a platform called BombBomb, and I can create a digital business card right in my my account, and that way I have it. Should somebody be interested in my business opportunity, if you are still kind of doing a little bit more in-person events or face-to-face meetings, it's just another idea for you. Or if somebody just flat out asks me for more info, I can send them a link directly to my recruiting funnel, which starts with that video and a survey form. Okay. But the cool thing is that it now is going to capture their email. So they're going to also be added into my email list so I can continue to nurture that relationship. Okay. All right. So that's, just how to use your funnel. Okay. So let me just see if I need that. Okay, so what tools and platforms? I don't think I needed that slide, guys. What tools and platforms will you need? Okay, so this is my suggestion. You're going to want a platform for a landing page and the ability for email automations. The one that I use is called BombBomb. That's the one I'm familiar with. That's the one that I'm going to be sharing with you today. But there are also others out there one's called Constant Contact. There's one called Flowdesk, which is that's another really great one. And I would probably use Flowdesk if I hadn't already been using BombBomb for the last probably almost 10 years, 10 years, because all of my contacts are in there. But Flowdesk, Flowdesk, is a really great one. And you can certainly also use Google Forms if you want to. I personally don't like Google Forms as much in the sense I can't make it as automated as I'd like to without having to add on apps, which can get a little tricky for the novice or the beginner to know how to do that, okay, to do auto response to those Google Forms, all right? Second thing you're going to want is a text blast system that gives you keyword options, something like Project Broadcast, Scipio, or Easy Text, because once I grab their information through my recruiting funnel, they are also my platform of choice for the email automations is integrated with my text blast system. So not only do they get an email follow-up from me, but they also get an auto text blast follow-up as well. And so that way I'm able to stay connected with them and I have their phone number as well. Okay. So those are the two major things you're going to want. Of course, you want to have social media, obviously, or YouTube or something, right, that can start your funnels. And so let's take a little bit closer look in that. Okay. All right. Okay. So first thing I want to share with you is you want to, and this is just a sample of what I've created for me. This is just my company. I don't have the name of the company here, but it just talks about that my company offers something called Omni Marketing. And so the first thing that happens once they get into that recruiting funnel is it just thanks them, for their interest in my opportunity. And then there's a short video that they can watch. I actually have 2 videos there for them. And then it also gives them some calls to action. Want to learn a little bit more about the actual marketing plan? They can click on that. And if they're ready to team up, they can click on a link. It takes them directly. And I've had people literally do this where they click on that link and just sign right up with me after watching that video. And then I end it with a form and then ask them some questions. I want to get their feedback, their name, their email address, all of that kind of information, their age demographic. What did they want most in their life? What did they like most about what they saw? And then based on everything that they heard, where would they see themselves getting started? And then it gives them a 1, 2, 3 choice or an ABC choice there. Okay. So that's kind of what it's going to look like when you create this. So now it's like, okay, well, how do I actually create this? Right. That's probably a really good question. And so step number 1 is you want to log in to your platform of choice. So again, I use BombBomb, and you want to create a new contact list in your email platform. So you're going to name it something like recruiting funnel. And I'm going to show you this in just a second, guys, but I wanted you to be able to have this so you can take these notes and you can watch this video back over and over again. Step number 2 is you want to find or record your videos. Okay. So if you're going to record your own video, you want to do that. If you're going to be using a company video, you want to grab that company video, whether it's in YouTube or wherever you can find it, or maybe it's an upline video. So you want to find your video or you want to record your video. And then I would recommend at some point creating your own once you're more established. Otherwise, if you're just kind of new and getting started, borrow from the brilliance of leaders in your company. Okay. Also, you want to find other testimonials or additional info videos. Okay. So if there's anything else that maybe you can offer, or there's some little short, 1 and 2 minute little videos from other people, like testimonials, that's great as well. Okay. The next thing you want to do is you want to create a landing page using forms, whether that's, again, in BombBomb, it would be under the Forms tab. And same thing with Constant Contact. There's also MailChimp. There's Flow Desk, where you can create like a landing page or a capture form. This is basically the place where you're going to get their name, their email address, their phone number. You could even get their address if you wanted to. Should there be something you want to send them in the mail? There's something sometimes about that personal touch there. But if you're using your entire team, like let's say you're creating this for your entire team or your organization, you want to make sure that on that form, you also are asking them, they put an additional line in there that says, who invited you to watch this video? So that way, because like I said, I've done it both ways. I've done it where I've used this for my own personal recruiting funnel, and I've also created funnels for my entire team. So I would always ask, who invited you to watch this video? So that way I know who to be able to send them to, or who I need to reach out to my organization to follow up with that person or whatever. I have since gone on to kind of do my recruiting funnel really more for myself and have taught this concept. So that way you're able to create your own personal recruiting funnel, but you could certainly use one for your entire organization if you want to, or even like if you have a smaller team. Okay. Then you want to save that form. Step number 4 is you want to create an auto response email. Okay, so you want to go into your platform, you want to open up your email tab, and you want to create like an auto response email, something like I shared that says, thank you for your response, thank you for watching the video today, and just whatever it is that you want to say in there. And I always let them know, should they ever want more information or want more information about the products, it's always going to lead them back to either my website, but it's really going to be more or less just thanking them for taking their time to fill out the information. And it might also send them additional resources or even another follow-up video at that point in time. Okay. And now I also have their email address. So now I can stay in touch with them and they can be on my emails for getting more information from me about whether there's new product launches or whatever that is, until they may want to decide to leave that. Step 5, you want to go back to your form. Okay. So after you've created that email, you want to go back to the landing page form that you created, and you want to set up an auto response for your survey and capture page form. Okay. You also want to redirect the specific, like that URL, which is the code that takes them to a website. You want to specify the URL of that particular email to generate an auto response. So for example, what I mean by that is if they fill out the survey on their phone and they're putting their name, their address, and their phone number in, once they hit submit, you don't want them to only just get an auto response email. You want them to get an auto response like text immediately on their phone. Okay. So that's why it's important to go back to that page. And I'm going to show you guys this in just a second. I'm going to walk you through the actual process. But again, I wanted you to have the step-by-step so you can go back and look at these slides once you're kind of getting at it yourself. You can go through these step-by-step. Okay, this is step 1. Okay, this is step 2. And when you see it, you'll understand it when you're opening those up. You also want to add them to the contact list. So when you're on that form, when you're on the setup page of the form, it's going to ask you, do you want to add this person to contact list? So you're going to use the drop-down box and you're going to add them to the contact list that you created in step 1 of preparing your funnel. Okay. And then you're going to also want to add them into the email auto response. So there's going to be another drop-down that says, would you like to add this person to an email response? So you click on the drop-down box and find the email that you created in step number 4. Okay. So just again, wanted you to have these step-by-step so you could go back and look at those over and over again. All right. Step number 6, you want to go to your integrated text blast system and you want to create a follow-up text that auto sends to and sends them a thank you text and the next steps that you want them to take. So as I shared, my system integrates my email platform with my text blast platform. So once they get added into a contact list, they automatically get added into a contact list into my text blast. So now they're in an email contact list and it integrates and funnels them over to a text blast contact list. Okay. And so what will happen is if they're in that contact list in my text blast, I will have set up some type of a campaign where they will automatically get entered into and automatically sends them a thank you text. Okay, which I can show you that another day. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually walk you through this process step by step. So stay tuned for my next video. Okay. And guys, I hope that you found that it piqued your interest. And so I want you to stay tuned because I'm going to take you in the next video. I'm going to walk you through the process, actually step by step through the system that I use, which is called BombBomb. Okay. So I'll be back in just a hot second for the second part of that video. All right. See you guys later. Bye.